So Spencer, mixing up this week, doing a midweek catch up. First of all, what are your thoughts now you've had a couple of days to reflect on Dorking?
Amazing game, amazing day for National League South and for Farnborough and for Dorking. And obviously gutted we came out the wrong side of the result. Watched the game back and seen the stats. Stats only tell a certain story, but stats tell us 50% possession each over the game. I think there was one shot in it between the two teams. Fundamentally, the stat that I didn't like and doesn't surprise me is duels won, and that's where you saw experienced men win that battle, particularly at set pieces, of course. We're asking a lot of young lads. We're not a big side, and it's clear thing that we've got to working on it at training tonight. And it is a problem, but we can't have everything. We're not a club that can go out and get that level of experience and men. But I thought it was a fantastic day. I thought Mark and his team and his supporters were, as usual, a credit. Disappointed they didn't let us do Abide With Me. That was the note we gave with them because it was our cup final, as we were told. But we'll do that at theirs. I'm sure we can find some dodgy suits or something. But it was a good day, except joking aside, you can't give away those type of goals and win football matches. We deserve the point. There's no question about it. And the simple facts are, if we get to half time, if we get through those 3 minutes, I think we probably win the game. At 2-0, we manage the game, we get through the game. Losing Ricky and them scoring on the stroke of half time changes the game completely. I think we get all 3 points. We certainly deserved a point. As I said, there was nothing in the game. Fantastic keeper save. If you look back in the first half, Jack's made one great save from the own goal possibility, and their keepers made a great save as well. And they both made one other, but nothing of excitement. It was a very even game, but we had 10 minutes of abysmal defending, and we got ourselves back into it, and we dominated them. And you will not find many teams this year that get even close to 50% possession against Dorking. So as much as they think they're camped in, their keeper makes a phenomenal save, best save of the game by a long way. We have 2 or 3 ones that just go wide. Their one hits us flat in the body and deflects in. Our one deflects wide. So small margins, very proud for everyone involved. Great attendance, shows we can compete with the very best. As I said, amazing support from both teams, particularly Dorking. Got to credit them because they travelled, but our support was magnificent. And I'm disappointed we couldn't get what we deserved, which was at least a point. I think that would have been the right result on the day, on the balance of the game. But it was a harsh lesson, and we're very disappointed, and we've got to move forward.
So looking ahead then to our next game, a tough midweek fixture at Boreham Wood this week. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think fair things. It's right up there with the hardest game of the season. Wednesday night round the M25 and into the outskirts of London against a side that's rightfully so expected, and in my opinion will be right at the top of the pile. Them and Dorking, I'd expect them to be there. And as I said, I've nothing but jealousy, with owners that have openly said their budgets and their demands, and good on them. Amazing pitch, really good team that's pushed, a League One side yesterday in the FA Cup to the absolute death. So, full-time side, big squad. Yes, they'll probably make a couple of changes because of what happened yesterday, but look, it's a challenge and one that we look forward to. We knew these next, 4 or 5 weeks are as hard as it gets, but what a challenge. And the fact, we lost by the odd goal, and as I said, I felt undeservedly on Saturday, but, it's those small moments, those small moments, when you look back on the Saturday game, going backwards, there were small moments. I think the fact that, they've had a goal, Jack Turner doesn't even attempt to save it, but the guy goes clean through, in hindsight, he's onside. These little moments, their keeper making a great save. We've got to try and turn those small moments in our favour. We've had a really good start to the season. Boreham Wood, fabulous side. As I said, they can turn it on as well. They can have another 10 minutes and blow you away. But we've also got some really good players, and you saw that, 3 goals against Dorking, and their keeper makes some fabulous saves. So, great game to be involved in, to even be competing in, so we've come so far. It's another big challenge, and we're certainly all looking forward to it.
And just on a final note then, any squad updates you want to give us a kind of a thing on?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that, bear in mind we're playing Slough, 60 odd hours later. Slough are playing the night before. Good old Scotty's coming down with a really good side. I'm going to be challenged a lot with the management of the squad in those two games. There will, depending on how the game is going, we will have to be try and be as clever as we can to keep players fresh, their rotations, and potentially leaving a few people out. We've got to get through two really tough games in a very quick period, with the opposition on Saturday having a 24-hour big advantage. So yeah, there will be some rotations, or whatever you want to call it. Fingers crossed. Ricky Touchwood has recovered well. It was just a whack into the eye, but he couldn't continue. So, but we've got to be realistic. Players getting through two games, players that come back from injury, players that are generally tired, travelling. So it's a massive ask, but that's what a squad's for. And I thought Ben came on and did very, very well. Manny's coming back from injury. Ben Mason's come back from a loan. So we're certainly going to add one lad that's been trialling with us to boost to the squad. And, we've got a couple of niggles as well. I don't think, either loanee will be involved at the moment. So, they've both got niggles. So it is what it is. But again, following on from Saturday, it's a really exciting week and challenge, and I'm confident we can come out with some points, but we know we'll need to play very well against another two fantastic sides.
Cheers, Spencer, and good luck for Wednesday.
Thanks.